This gonna be hanging on my wall while I'm studying. I'm like, yup. The hoes are laughing. Good morning, good evening, and or good afternoon. It's your girl Kesi, and welcome back to my channel, y'all. It has been a very long time. Well, since I actually sat down and talked to you guys about nursing, and I know a majority of my followers or my subscribers, y'all are here for nursing talk and nursing advice, and here I am back with another video about nursing. So you're here either wondering how I got past it, how you're gonna get past it, or you're just here just to hear an update of how I've dealt with failing this class, because y'all know I was so devastated, like shed tears, y'all. Like, I was very sad. If you failed a class, if you had to drop a class, if you're behind a semester, just know it is not the end of the world. It is your journey. Like, I had to really get myself to believe that, not really just say it because I heard everybody say it to me, but I had to truly believe it. I just advise you all just to know that this is your life, this is your journey. It doesn't matter if you're on the same level as the people you started with, if you graduate at the same time as other people. Other people are exactly what they are, other people. So their lives have nothing to do with you personally or with educationally, and it is your journey, and I advise you all to live your life knowing that it is yours and knowing that it is up to you to determine your future, not anyone else, and not where anyone else is, you know. So I got that in my head. That's where I want to set that foundation in your mind and in your heart and in your soul. Now we got the surface down. I'm going to share with y'all how I build upon that and how I've moved on. I'm really hot and I'm really thirsty, so one second. So, as many of y'all know, last semester was one of the worst semesters ever in my life. Like, I've never not been good at school, and last semester I was not good at school at all. Specifically nursing school, and it was my second semester of nursing school. I was failing maternal, and I dropped it, which means I have to repeat the semester. It sucked. But how I've gotten through that, I decided to take the summer off. Like, off from stressing, off from worrying about everybody else, off from nursing school, of course, and I just decided to take it off. Whatever off is for you, whatever you're dealing with in your everyday life that literally stresses you out, that really just drives you insane, just take it off. Just take, like, when you get off work, just get off. So I decided to take the summer off. And that has really helped me kind of get my focus back together, realize that there is a world out there that's still fun. There are friends out there that care about me. Just this time off has really brought me back together within my inner self and brought me back to my happiness. Because y'all, I can admit one thing, that last semester, even though I was in denial the entire time, but last semester I went into a depression because I was so sad about this class, and I was so just caught up in not feeling okay. I was so caught up in stressing about trying to stay with everybody else, where I was getting to the point where I forgot about my own happiness. Being in a depression is not fun. It's literally everything you don't want to deal with in life on your shoulders, and 10 times heavier. So I advise you to just take that time out for yourself to gather yourself, and that's what I've been doing this summer. It has been the greatest decision I've ever made because I was very sad. If you want more about how I felt during this time, nursing school depression, I will make a separate video about that. So my fun this summer has been vlogging, because vlogging and YouTube has been sort of my comfort zone. So I started back vlogging, and it started with South Dakota. If you watch all my vlogs from this summer, that was my fun, that was my rejuvenation session, that was all of that. So I went to South Dakota, then I went to Memphis to see the Chainsmokers, my favorite music group or DJ group, and then I drove myself to St. Louis. I've been spending a lot of time with my family. I've been having a lot of good times catching up with friends I haven't seen in so long. I've just been, just having fun, y'all. Just watch my vlogs and you can see that I've done all this stuff this summer, and that I've gathered myself again. I'm back to myself, and yeah, that's what has helped me this summer. Also, I decided to take 2 books into account for my rejuvenation, and it has been my Holy Bible. I have spent so much time with God this summer. I've been committed to my word this summer, and I also been committed to studying out of this several times a week, either once a week, twice a week. I'll sit down for a couple hours and study out this Saunders NCLEX book just to refresh my mind with some information, also help me take NCLEX questions, because of course that was my problem with my classes last semester. And then also this summer I decided to set some goals. So on to things that I feel like will be good for moving on and doing better this semester. I decided to identify my distractions and limit them. I advise that for anybody who's going through nursing school, because if you don't know what your distractors are, you're just going to keep feeding into it. It's just going to continue to do its job, distract you. I decided to identify my distractors and dedicate, like literally dedicate 2 days out of the 7 days a week for my distractors. If I don't, I'm going to feel like I have to do it every day because I'm missing out on stuff. But if I set those days, I'll always be able to, look forward to that day and always expect something from that day, so I won't feel like I have to do it every day because I've missed out so much. That's what I decided to do. You can set your own schedule, but I decided 2 days a week I will dedicate to my distractions, which are my friends, if I have a boyfriend, which I don't plan on having a boyfriend this year because that was my biggest distraction last semester, which I can say. I didn't want to admit it, but Father, you were right. Another thing I advise you all to do, if you're not religious or anything, then you can refer to the universe or whatever, but I advise anyone who believes in any kind of deity entity to stay prayed up. I believe in God, and I believe staying connected with God makes, blessings more evident, makes your life seem brighter. It won't make it easier to get there, but it will make it more evident and more clear of what your path should be. And that's what I decided to do, and that's what I've been doing this summer. I really literally prayed myself out of that depression, and I've been really okay with where I am right now. So prayer, I do advise that. Don't neglect God. Don't neglect your spiritual life when you feel like your life is made, And the last point I want to make is going back to the goals. Set yourself some goals. I believe setting goals is something that really helps you actually get to the goal. Like if you don't know your goals, you don't know what you're working for, like you don't really have the motivation to keep working towards it, because it's just up in the air. But I feel like if you write down what you want, write down what your end goal is, how you're going to get there, when you're going to do it, I feel like that is the root of sort of getting there. Not faster or easier, but just getting there, period. And I set 3 main goals. My first one is to commit to myself, because last semester I was so worried about my relationships, so focused on everything and everybody, and I wasn't even committed to myself, which is why I went so deep into this depression, because I wasn't where I wanted to be. I wasn't happy. I want to commit to myself, making sure that myself is happy, making sure that I'm doing what I want to do first, and making sure that where I am is where God wants me to be. That's what I feel like committing to myself is. My second goal is committing to my future, because what I'm doing in school, spending my father's money, who's so gracious and who I'm so grateful for, who decided to sacrifice his money to send me to school. I want to commit to my future because I don't want to take any of that for granted at all. I think it was my first or second vlog from this summer. I decided to make a goal canvas. #goals, because that is my end goal. I am going to be a registered nurse. I am going to pass nursing school. I am going to pass the NCLEX. I am going to pass maternity and newborn. This gonna be hanging on my wall while I'm studying. I'm like, yup. The hoes are laughing. Yup. I'm just kidding. Catch me outside. How about that? Bunny chair. So I commit to myself, I commit to my future, and lastly, I commit to my studies, which goes into both of those. But I didn't commit to my studies last semester. I didn't, because I was so distracted, which goes back to setting 2 days a week for my distractions. Y'all, this whole plan here is going to help me, and I will keep y'all updated through the process, because I realized that vlogging is my sweet spot. Vlogging is my comfort zone. I'm gonna keep vlogging for y'all and for me. Whatever, I'm praying for you guys, and you guys keep me in y'all's prayers, because it makes a world of a difference when people are praying, I believe. So I think that is all I have. That didn't work. I really miss you guys, sitting down talking to you guys, even though I'm talking to my camera, but I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Amy. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Hey Amy, hey Jessica, I don't know. I wish I knew y'all's names. I can just say everybody's names. Oh, I am going to start doing that. I am going to start shouting out my subscribers. I want to start interacting with you guys social medially and recognizing those beautiful people out there just doing what they do. So if you want to shout out, hashtag #AKesi, telling me what you did, what you accomplished, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give a whoop whoop for what you do. Y'all, I'm just excited because I love to see people out there doing their thing, grinding, y'all. And today's whoop whoop is going to your girl Venetia Clergy, who got a job recently working as an LPN. Your girl got what? She going into an RN program. Your girl just doing it this year. You feel me? So we gonna give her a whoop whoop for what she do. And yes, y'all go subscribe to Venetia, because she the bomb. She the bomb. And she was also very encouraging to me when I was going through those rough times with my class or whatever. So yes, go subscribe to her, be her friend. And yes, that is the very first shout out, and I hope y'all like how that goes. So if you want to shout out, just use the hashtag #AKesi and tell me what you did. Be like, #AKesi. So today I graduated from college with my so let me know so we can give you a whoop whoop for what you do. I really love that. So yeah, that's how our shout outs are gonna go. I'm excited how this gonna turn out. And you can tweet me, you can send it to my DMs on Instagram, you can send it to my Snapchat, I'll save it. You can send me a message on here. Can we send messages on here? You can leave it as a comment on here. Like, y'all, we gonna build an army of success, accomplishing stuff, starting businesses. Like, we gotta encourage each other out here. Black, white, yellow, pink, red. We gotta encourage each other out here, because we're not here on this earth alone. We're here together, and we're gonna have to work together. We're gonna have to be one eventually. Okay, so I'm so hot. But yes, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Whoop whoop.